Money is not merely paper, coins, or numbers in a bank account. It is energy. It responds to the thoughts you hold, the emotions you feel, and the way you treat it. When you see money as a friend, it will run toward you. When you treat it with love, it will bring more of its friends to visit. But many people, without knowing, push money away. They fear it, resent it, or call it evil. They crumple it up carelessly, throw it on the table without respect, or speak of it as though it is scarce. And money, like any guest, goes where it feels welcomed. Touch money with gratitude. When you hold it, feel appreciation for all the blessings it has brought into your life, the food you've eaten, the roof over your head, the moments of joy it has purchased. Whisper to it, silently or aloud, "You are welcome here, you are safe with me, and you are free to return with many of your kind." Never spend money in fear. Let each payment be a seed you plant with faith. As you give, say in your heart, "There is more where this came from." This changes the vibration of every transaction from loss to expansion. Keep your money neat and in order. A wallet or purse filled with wrinkled bills and scattered coins sends a message of neglect. But a wallet where every note is placed carefully, all facing the same way, says to the universe, "I am a good steward. I am ready for more." And when you receive money, no matter how small the amount, touch it as though it is sacred. This reverence multiplies it. For what you bless, blesses you in return. What you appreciate, appreciates in value. The key is not simply in having money, but in the way you treat it. Let every touch carry gratitude, respect, and expectation of increase. When you do this, money becomes a loyal companion, multiplying in your presence and never leaving your side. Money is energy. It is not simply a stack of bills, a string of numbers in your account, or the coins that jingle in your pocket. It is a living current that moves, flows, and responds to the frequency you hold in your thoughts and feelings. Just as electricity powers your home when the circuit is open, money flows to you when your inner circuit is free of resistance. When you understand this truth, you stop chasing money as if it is an object outside of you, and you begin to align yourself with its vibration so that it comes to you naturally and abundantly. Everything in the universe is made of energy, vibrating at different speeds. Money is no exception. It carries the frequency of abundance, exchange, and provision. The way you think about money changes the frequency you are broadcasting to it. If you see it as scarce, hard to get, or fleeting, you send out the signal of lack, and money responds to that by staying away. But when you see money as an ever-flowing river that you can step into at any time, you harmonize with abundance, and opportunities, ideas, and resources appear in ways you could not have planned. Your feelings toward money are the strongest magnet you possess. If you feel resentment toward it because you think you never have enough, you push it away. If you secretly believe that money corrupts or that desiring it makes you greedy, you build walls that block its entry into your life. But if you welcome it as a trusted friend, a helpful servant, and a generous partner, you open the gates wide for it to come. Just as plants grow better in fertile soil, money grows in an atmosphere of appreciation and trust. Think of how you handle the energy of love. When you give it freely, without fear of loss, it comes back multiplied. Money works the same way. It thrives when it is in motion. Hoarding it in fear creates stagnation, but circulating it with faith creates expansion. This does not mean spending recklessly. It means giving and receiving with an open heart, knowing that what you send out returns to you multiplied. Energy must move, and when you let money move with gratitude, you set it on a path that always brings it back to you with more. Even the way you physically touch money affects its energy. When you hold it carelessly, stuff it into your pocket in crumpled bills, or toss it around as if it means nothing, you send the message that you do not value what you have. Energy responds to attention. When you handle money with care, keep it organized, and acknowledge its presence with gratitude, you increase its vibration in your life. The smallest coin, when blessed, can become the seed for a forest of abundance. Your words, too, are currents of energy that shape your financial reality. Speaking of money as hard to get, or saying "I can't afford it," anchors you in scarcity. Speaking of money as plentiful, saying "money flows to me easily," or "there is always more coming," keeps your vibration aligned with abundance. The energy of money listens to the language of your thoughts and words, and it moves toward the frequency that welcomes it. When you understand that money is energy, you stop measuring your wealth by what is in your hand today, and you start measuring it by the openness of your mind and heart to receive. You stop fearing its absence because you know energy cannot disappear, it only changes form. The river of abundance is always flowing. The only question is whether you are standing in the current or turned away from it. By choosing thoughts of plenty, feelings of gratitude, and actions that respect and honor what you have, you place yourself directly in the flow where money moves freely toward you, eager to multiply in your presence. Respect attracts abundance. The way you treat anything in your life sends a signal to the universe about what you are ready to receive more of. If you handle your possessions with care, maintain order in your surroundings, and speak with gratitude about what you have, you naturally align yourself with greater blessings. Respect is not simply about politeness, it is an energetic statement of value. When you value what you already have, you tell life itself that you are ready for more. Money, relationships, opportunities, and resources all respond to respect. When you respect your money, you keep it organized, count it with gratitude, and use it wisely. This does not mean being miserly or clinging to it in fear, but rather treating it as something worthy of care. When you respect the money you have now, even if it is a small amount, you invite more to come. If you treat money carelessly, ignore it, or speak negatively about it, you are giving a message that you are not ready for more responsibility, and the flow slows down. Respect also shows in how you manage your time and energy. Abundance flows toward people who make good use of what they already have. If you waste your time in activities that do not support your growth, you show the universe that you do not value the most precious resource you possess. But if you respect your time, plan it well, and devote it to meaningful pursuits, you signal that you are prepared for bigger opportunities. Life gives more to those who respect and honor the gifts they already hold. Your environment is another reflection of respect. A tidy, organized space tells the universe that you care about order and clarity, which are both essential for attracting abundance. A cluttered, neglected environment sends the opposite signal. The energy around you is a mirror of the energy within you. When you treat your home, workplace, and possessions with respect, you create a vibration that draws in new and better things. Like attracts like, and a space filled with care and beauty attracts experiences of care and beauty. Respect for others is equally important in the flow of abundance. When you honor people's time, appreciate their efforts, and speak kindly, you create a field of goodwill that returns to you in unexpected ways. Opportunities often come through people, and the relationships you nurture with respect are the channels through which abundance can flow. If you disregard or take advantage of others, you close doors to blessings you might not even see yet. Respect builds bridges that wealth can travel across. Self-respect is perhaps the most powerful form of respect when it comes to abundance. If you doubt your worth, accept less than you deserve, or tolerate mistreatment, you are sending the signal that you are not ready for more. But when you hold yourself to high standards, take care of your mind and body, and believe you are worthy of the best, you become a magnet for opportunities that match that belief. Abundance is not just about money, it is about the fullness of life, and that fullness comes to those who see themselves as worthy to receive it. Respect is the seed from which abundance grows. It transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for increase. Every time you care for what you have, every time you give gratitude for the smallest blessing, every time you treat someone or something with honor, you are watering the soil of your life. In that fertile soil, abundance naturally takes root and grows strong. The universe rewards respect by sending more for you to care for, more for you to appreciate, and more for you to enjoy. What you respect, you multiply. Gratitude multiplies wealth. It is the invisible magnet that draws more blessings, more opportunities, and more prosperity into your life. When you give thanks for what you already have, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. You begin to notice the richness that is already present, and in doing so, you open the door for even greater riches to flow in. Gratitude changes the way you see the world, and the world responds by giving you more to be grateful for. When you are thankful for your money, no matter how much or how little, you place yourself in the vibration of increase. Instead of looking at a small amount and feeling disappointed, you bless it and see it as a seed. A seed may be small, but when planted with care and appreciation, it grows into something far greater. Gratitude is the water that nourishes the seed of wealth. Without it, even a large amount can slip away because there is no energy of appreciation holding it. Many people focus only on what they don't have, and in doing so, they create more experiences of not having. Gratitude reverses this pattern. The moment you begin to give thanks for the money in your wallet, the food in your kitchen, the roof over your head, and the opportunities in your path, you shift your energy to one of receptivity. You stop pushing abundance away with feelings of lack and start pulling it toward you with feelings of fullness. Gratitude also transforms your relationship with giving and spending. When you pay a bill with resentment, you are sending out the energy of loss. But when you pay it with gratitude, thankful for the service or product it provided, you keep the energy of wealth circulating. Every payment becomes an affirmation that you are able to give, and the act of giving affirms that you are already blessed. Money is like a guest who prefers to visit where it is welcomed. When you bless it as it goes, it finds its way back to you with friends. Being grateful for non-material wealth is just as important. The love you receive, the kindness you are shown, the knowledge you gain, and the opportunities that come your way are all forms of wealth. When you acknowledge them, you raise your overall vibration, and money, being another form of energy, is naturally attracted to that high vibration. True wealth is not only about money, but when your heart is rich in gratitude, financial blessings follow. Gratitude has the power to turn ordinary moments into treasures. It changes the way you see the coffee in your cup, the chair you sit on, the sunlight streaming through your window. The more you practice noticing and appreciating the small things, the more you will find larger blessings appearing. This is because your attention is focused on abundance rather than absence. The universe expands what you focus on. When you live in gratitude, you begin to expect good things, and expectation is a powerful creator. You no longer wait for one day to be happy. You are happy now, and that happiness attracts more reasons to feel the same way. Your wealth grows because you are aligned with the energy of having, not the energy of wanting. Gratitude does not just make you feel richer, it actually makes you richer because what you appreciate appreciates in value. Wealth multiplies where gratitude lives. Every thankful thought sends out a signal that calls more to it. Every moment of appreciation strengthens the roots of abundance in your life. Gratitude is not just a reaction to blessings, it is the cause of them. When you choose to live in gratitude, you plant yourself in the fertile ground where prosperity naturally grows. And over time, you will find your life overflowing with riches beyond measure. Spend with faith, not fear. Every financial transaction you make carries energy, and that energy determines whether your money will return to you multiplied or drift away from you. When you spend in fear, worrying there will not be enough left, resenting the cost, or feeling regret as the money leaves your hands, you are sending a message of lack to the universe. Fear says, "I do not trust there will be more," and the universe responds by matching that belief. But when you spend with faith, you are declaring, "There is more where this came from." And you open the channels for abundance to flow back to you in greater measure. Money is meant to circulate. Just as water stagnates when it does not move, money loses its life when it is hoarded in fear. This does not mean recklessness or waste, but it does mean releasing money with trust in the never-ending supply of the universe. Faith is the understanding that you are connected to an infinite source, and this source cannot run dry. When you spend with that awareness, you are not depleting your resources. You are planting seeds that will grow and return to you multiplied. Consider how farmers sow seeds into the ground. They do not panic about losing them because they trust the process of growth. They know that each seed, though it leaves their hand, is going to produce a harvest far greater than what they gave away. Spending with faith works the same way. Every payment you make is a seed in the soil of abundance. The emotion you attach to it determines the harvest you will receive. Fear digs up the seed before it can grow. Faith nurtures it until it returns in plenty. When you spend with joy and gratitude, you bless the flow of money. You appreciate the goods, services, or experiences you are receiving in exchange. That appreciation lifts your vibration and invites more to come. If you pay your rent or mortgage with gratitude for the shelter it provides, you create a magnetic pull for continued and even better living conditions. If you buy groceries while feeling thankful for the nourishment they bring, you align yourself with more provision. Your thoughts and emotions are the real currency, and they determine the return on every dollar you spend. Fear-based spending often comes from the belief that money is scarce, or that you must cling tightly to what you have to survive. But scarcity is an illusion created by the mind when it forgets its connection to the infinite source. Faith-based spending flows from the awareness that the universe is abundant and that every need will be met. This shift in mindset changes not only your financial situation, but also your emotional state, replacing anxiety with peace and confidence. Even small acts of faith in your spending can create profound shifts. Choosing to give a generous tip, donating to a cause you believe in, or buying something that supports your growth are ways of saying to the universe, "I trust in more." The more you act in alignment with abundance, the more evidence you will see that abundance is real. Faith creates a cycle of giving and receiving that builds upon itself until it becomes your natural way of living. When you spend with faith, you become a willing participant in the flow of wealth rather than a fearful observer of its movement. You stop seeing money as something to lose and start seeing it as something to share, invest, and circulate. You know that each time it leaves your hand with trust and gratitude, it is only on a journey to return to you multiplied, carrying with it the energy of your faith and the promise of abundance. Fulfilled order invites more. The universe responds to clarity, structure, and harmony. When your life, your surroundings, and your finances are in order, you send a clear signal that you are ready to receive and manage more. Disorder, on the other hand, creates confusion in energy. It scatters your focus and blocks the smooth flow of abundance. Order is not just about neatness for appearance's sake. It is an energetic arrangement that aligns you with the frequency of increase. Think about how nature works. Every part of the natural world follows patterns and cycles that keep it balanced. Seasons arrive in perfect sequence, the tides move in rhythm, and planets follow precise orbits. This harmony allows life to flourish. When you bring that same sense of order into your personal world, you align yourself with the same creative force that governs nature. In that state of alignment, it becomes easier for new opportunities, resources, and wealth to flow into your life. Money thrives in order. When your wallet is cluttered with crumpled bills and scattered coins, it carries the energy of neglect. But when you place your notes neatly, all facing the same way, and keep your wallet clean and organized, you send the message that you respect what you have. This simple act of order tells the universe, I am a good steward of what I am given, and I am ready for more. Abundance flows toward people who demonstrate they can handle it wisely. Order in your home has the same effect. A clean, organized space allows energy to move freely, creating a sense of peace and openness. When clutter builds up, it holds stagnant energy that blocks new things from coming in. Clearing out what you no longer need creates space physically and energetically for fresh blessings to arrive. Many people notice that after organizing their home or workspace, unexpected opportunities and financial gains appear. This is no accident. It is the natural result of creating a clear channel for abundance. Order also applies to your time. When your schedule is chaotic and filled with disorganized tasks, you are operating in a state of scattered energy. But when you plan your days with intention and give each task its proper place, you become more productive and focused. This clarity of action draws in more opportunities because you are showing that you can manage your responsibilities effectively. The universe delivers more to those who can handle more. Even your thoughts and emotions benefit from order. When your mind is filled with conflicting beliefs about money, wanting it but fearing it, desiring success but doubting your worth, you create a tangled vibration that confuses the flow of abundance. But when you align your beliefs, speak words of prosperity, and focus on feelings of worthiness, your energy becomes coherent. In that clarity, wealth finds a direct path to you. Order is an invitation. It signals that you have room in your life for greater blessings, that you are prepared to receive and manage them well. Without order, even great opportunities can slip through your fingers because there is no structure to hold them. With order, every blessing that arrives has a place to stay and grow. The more you cultivate order in your finances, your surroundings, your time, and your thoughts, the more you become a magnet for abundance. What is organized expands. What is cared for increases. The universe gives more to those who have prepared a space for it. Order is that preparation, and it is the quiet yet powerful force that opens the door to more. Bless every amount. Whether it is a single coin or a large sum, every bit of money that comes into your hands carries energy, and the way you treat it determines how it will behave in your life. When you bless money, you infuse it with gratitude, respect, and the vibration of increase. You acknowledge it as a gift, no matter its size, and in doing so, you open the door for it to return multiplied. The energy of blessing transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, because it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Many people ignore small amounts, believing they are insignificant. They toss coins aside, leave small bills crumpled in a pocket, or dismiss minor earnings as meaningless. Yet energy responds to attention. If you overlook or disrespect small amounts, you are telling the universe that you are not ready to handle more. But when you bless every cent, you send a powerful message that you value what you have, and value is the seed of increase. A coin that is blessed is like a seed planted in fertile soil. It will grow into something greater. Blessing money is more than a mental act. It is a shift in feeling. When you receive money, pause for a moment and silently give thanks for it. Imagine it carrying light and positive energy wherever it goes. See it as a messenger of abundance, moving through your life and returning with more companions. This simple act of blessing changes your relationship with money. It turns transactions into opportunities for expansion and transforms routine moments into moments of alignment with prosperity. Blessing what you spend is just as important as blessing what you receive. When you hand over money for goods, services, or bills, do not do it with resentment or fear. Instead, bless the money as it leaves, trusting that it will return in greater measure. Be thankful for what it has provided, the meal you enjoyed, the electricity that lights your home, the clothes you wear. When you bless money as it moves out, you keep the energy of abundance in circulation. Money likes to move, and when you release it with joy, it comes back with more. Blessing also shifts your perception of wealth. It helps you see that even the smallest sum is part of the larger river of abundance. You stop measuring your prosperity solely by the size of your bank account and start recognizing it in the flow that moves through your life every day. This awareness changes your vibration. You no longer see money as scarce. You see it as constantly arriving and departing in a harmonious rhythm. That mindset invites more to join the flow. The act of blessing connects you to the truth that money is not your only form of wealth, but it is one of the most responsive. When you bless it, you are essentially saying, "I appreciate you, and you are welcome here." And just like a welcome guest, money is more likely to visit again and stay longer in places where it feels valued. The blessing is not about superstition. It is about aligning your thoughts, words, and emotions with gratitude and trust, which are the true magnets of prosperity. When you bless every amount, you build a habit of appreciation that expands far beyond your finances. It seeps into every area of your life, making you more aware of the good that already surrounds you. The more you bless, the more you see to bless, and this cycle of appreciation becomes a powerful current that draws abundance from expected and unexpected places. No amount is too small to bless, and no blessing is ever wasted. Each one is a spark that lights the path to greater wealth. So from this moment on, let every coin, every note, every payment, and every receipt you touch be a moment of blessing. Hold money as you would a treasured gift, with gratitude in your heart and expectation in your mind. Speak to it with kindness, treat it with respect, and release it with faith. The money you bless will never leave you empty. Handed, it will return to you, multiplied and overflowing, carrying with it the proof that you are in harmony with abundance itself.